you know, our business has always grown kind of by referrals, word of mouth, and then we've done trade shows, workshops, seminars, things like that in the past. But now that doesn't, the last 5 years or so, that's not very successful.
Of course. And now even worse at this point.
Yeah.
Okay? No trade shows, no traditional events, none of that right now.
Right. And so that's why, you know, we realized that we needed to kind of get in present time.
Okay, well, there's a lot of opportunities. When I think about your business, I saw your notes and you say that probiotics doesn't really have a competitor. There's a lot of people out there trying to sell probiotics. Now, correct. I know that you guys have special ones and there are quality ones, etc. But the world out there doesn't care. There's competitors. Yeah. Right. And we can't be romantic about our products. That's just the way it is. We got to know that there's people out there that are going to promote and market better than you. It's like, you know, already coffee, Starbucks doesn't have the best coffee. They just have the best marketing and the best system. McDonald's doesn't have the best burgers. They just have the best system, the best market. It's just the way it is, right? So it's not about your products or the quality of them and how special they are. It's about your message and how do you market them. That's the game. That's absolutely the game. And right now, guys, marketing has become 1,000 times more important because in a good economy, people are not skeptical. They buy your stuff because they're not concerned about the economy. They know that checks are coming back in. They're going to go to work and they're going to get a paycheck and they're going to have stability. And that's all going to be dandy. In a bad economy, like the one that we're on right now, which is, by the way, 100% inflated, the stock market and all these fake numbers and money. Yep. It's going to happen. It's going to collapse at some point, especially with the millions of unemployment claims and all the things that are going on. In a bad economy, marketing is way more important because you have to go through a process of showing people that you're for real. And you got to contact them several times before they actually start trusting in you. So that's where marketing becomes way more valuable and you guys got to incorporate it. Now, when I look at both businesses, probiotics, and when I look at water filtration system, which one do you think I believe has more potential in social media? Take a wild guess.
I'd say the water filtration is what I hope.
You got it. You got it. Yes, it does.
That's the one that we really want to push.
That's the one that makes my bread and butter.
Well, I'll tell you something. The supplement business, it's a long process. It's arduous. It's intense. You guys have heard about my dad. We've been building this brand for 12 years. It has been growing up and aggressively growing up. And now we're going to cross $25 million just in the US this year, $60 million internationally. But we don't do any of these numbers unless my dad is a social media phenomenon. You take away my dad out of the equation, we're dead in the water. And I can tell you that my wife, myself, and my dad, we're the partners here in this company. My wife and I are constantly trying to figure out how the heck do we survive without my dad? If my dad starts doing content, we expand. If he stops doing content, we contract. It goes hand in hand. If you don't have a social media personality like that, it is very difficult to really penetrate that market fast. It's not impossible, guys, not impossible. It's challenging. And I can tell you from the data that I have, you guys know that I have a marketing agency. I have 65 staff. I have put in hundreds of accounts for my organization. I have seen a lot of brands fail and I have seen a lot of brands succeed. And the one common denominator that they all have is we have this personality or we have this business that has a system that works. For example, I'll tell you more about what we think about the water filtration system and that particular side of things. But the probiotics, I want to get you ready for that because, for example, if you look at the companies that they're like legends in the supplement world, the Now Foods and the Jarrett's, these guys have been around for a long time. Yes. They're like, these guys are like, man, they planted their flags. These guys are like, I got my flag planted. Good luck trying to beat me. The other ones, you got to become a Dr. Axe, a Dr. Berg, a Frank Suarez. That's just the way it is. Now, we have had success. For example, I don't need personal brands to succeed. But in the supplement world, it's more of a challenge because of how much there is, and also how much skepticism on ingestion of something into the body. If my dad says, John, can you give me one of the supplements? If my dad says, look, take this supplement because it's going to help you fly across America without a plane, people will buy it and take it. And they don't fly. They're not even going to blame my dad because they trust him that they're going to probably blame themselves. Oh, it's probably I'm not flying because, I don't know, there's something wrong with my system. The point is, there is no skepticism. When people listen to my dad, we get people call us all the time, and I don't have to sell them. I have Natural Slim. We have 60 consultants answering phone calls all day long, and we have e-commerce. Nobody questions what we do. Why? Is it because we have a cool brand? No. It's because we have Frank Suarez, a social media person that has helped for so many years, for so long. We just had this last Monday, we celebrated episode number 2000. And we had a massive YouTube, Facebook Live, and we're killing it. We're expanding even COVID-19 by leaps and bounds. But it all goes down to, I wish I could take the credit. I'm a good marketer, but it goes down to what that individual has done and the influence that he has created and the word of mouth and the goodwill and that PR. You guys also know Dr. Berg. Same thing. Dr. Berg is going to cross $40 million this year in the US. You take away Dr. Berg, actually the brand is called Dr. Berg Nutritionals. You take away Dr. Berg, that's it. It's the end of it, right? It's the end of the run. So our challenge with Dr. Berg, with Frank, etc., is how do we create a legend that lives beyond? Because as you guys know, bodies are frail. There are situations, all these things, like it's very difficult to depend. Like, let's look at the example of AGM marketing. Again, AGM marketing, myself, my business. I handle here Nancy Cartwright, Chick Corea, Damon John, Dr. Berg, Natural Slim, and so on and so on. All these guys. You take away Manuel Suarez, we don't have AGM marketing. So right. I am built on this personal brand. So to give you an idea of what it really takes, I see for every 100 marketing agencies out there, I see 99 of them failing because they don't build this. I have in my agency, I have students and I have clients that are my fans and they follow me and they believe in me. They trust me, blindfolded. They believe in what we do. So just want to mention, because I want to set the expectations. One of my responsibilities with you guys is to not sell you a false hope or expectation on it. If you want to do, we did well, for example, the Natural Slim brand in Amazon. If you guys check it out and you check on Amazon Natural Slim, we did quite well. We get up to $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 in sales monthly there. But the main bulk of those sales is still my dad's following. And then we do a lot of other people that buy our stuff. And so if you guys want to keep on putting attention on the probiotics business, which I believe you guys have a great product, it should be out there, then the route should be with Amazon first so you can get that up to the next level. I saw that you guys are doing 125 a year on that one. Okay, so that is a great starting point right there. If you look at this reference right here, look, the first point says, first point, the perfect dissemination program will do the following. One, it would use existing comm lines within the society as these are already grouped in, and our time would not then be spent trying to make channels, but could be spent simply using them. So when I look at Amazon, I look at an existing comm line that has 100 million monthly buyers just in the US, hundreds of millions more across the world, and all I got to do is use that comm line so I can get more attention and more branding. But it is a long-term play. You put your head down, you apply some strategies. I have, for example, in my program, I do offer digital training on the subject of ranking products on Amazon, positioning products on Amazon, getting more reviews for a product. That route is very powerful. And you do that, you get better positioning and you compete with all these big boys, but you have a lot of big boys to compete with. So it does cost money to get yourself up there. So you got to just work towards that point. The social media route for a supplement brand, probiotics, I have personally not made it successful without a Dr. Berg or a Frank Suarez. I have not. I have a brand, if you guys want to look at, because we have some things ongoing And it requires patience. Like I work with Dr. David Minkoff. You guys know Dr. Minkoff?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's not a social media personality. He's a legend in his own world, but he's not a social media personality.
No.
So we've been building his brand, and it's taking more than a year. So it's like a lot of energy and building the brand. It's like, if you look at my dad, the first video ever was uploaded in 2012 by these hands right here. 2012. So it's been 8 years since we uploaded the first video ever. 8 years of like, let's work, let's do it again, repeat. Don't worry about how many people are watching it, how many people are seeing it. Just put your head down and do it and do it and do it and do it. Dr. Berg goes back to 2008. He started 4 years before my dad, the first video ever uploaded. So you get the picture. It's a long road, the social media road. I have a brand, they're called Extend Life, X-T-E-N-D Life. That brand, the personal brand, his name is Warren Matthews. He's not a doctor. The audience is an audience which is 55 and over because we are selling supplements that are meant for anti-aging. That's the subject that we're doing here. He has very conservative content. We have a YouTube channel, we have a Facebook page, we put content out there all the time, and he's doing well and going in that direction, but we're very, very, very far from being profitable. I will tell you, realistically, with us as a marketing agency, which we're really damn good at what we do, I will tell you realistically, you're looking at 12 more months, 18 more months of putting your head down and doing content and just investing and guaranteed negative return on investment before you start getting that return back. That's a supplement world, guys. It's intense. It's like ruthless. It's competitive. It's like you have to differentiate yourself in order to be able to get a result out there. So don't want to scare you. Just want to give you the reality.
We kind of understood that roughly, not as clear as what you've just elucidated, but we recognize the ridiculous runway on that.
It's a runway. Now it's really powerful. Like right now, what we built on Natural Slim, somebody would ask me, has it been worth it? That you starved for so many years and that you guys were stressed out and producing income and like trying to figure out how to pay the bills. And oh my God, you know, it has been worth. We're conquering the men's universe right now. And it's absolutely amazing. We're doing great, but it took years to get here. So when I look back at the roadmap, I'm like, okay, it's my responsibility to tell you what that runway really looks like. And if you're not willing to travel it, and you want a faster route, then don't start because it's long. It's a long process. And you got to start with like, the viewpoint is, okay, good. I know that I'm going to starve doing this for a while. Hopefully I have enough money from other sources because I know that if I keep on at it and do this for years without concern of getting money back, I'm helping people and I'm making myself able to reach more and more people that would eventually help me generate more business.